trees, some yellow trees, and a couple of red trees. Oh my God. It was so gorgeous. It was absolutely gorgeous. Being October or Halloween. Oh, I love Halloween. And I got Quibbles and I will be doing some Grace will be doing some, and I will be doing some Halloween stuff. I might even try and see if I can get somebody else in on this as well, but we'll see. But yeah, Grace, it'll be wonderful to have do another Halloween thing because I haven't talked to her in a long time, and I miss Grace. I miss a lot of my friends. This summer has just been for shite for me. Um, not getting paid when you do work. Um, it's just been really really tough because I've been trying to work and not been able to talk to friends and not being able to work on the Famicom and Writer and stuff, and that's been really tough. Um, it's been really really freaking tough. But well, like I said, you work, you take care of your employees, and that's rule number one when you have a business. Because without your employees, you're nothing, really. Because you make nothing. They work for you, and you work for them. In fact, the first day that I went into Xerox, one of the bosses came in, and then another boss came in, and then another boss came in, and they all said the exact same thing. We work for you. You don't work for us. You work for the company. But as a supervisor, it is my job to make sure that you know exactly what you need to know to get out on the floor to help people. Because if you don't help people correctly, then the entire place goes down. So we've got to make sure that you know exactly what you need to know. So we work for you. Tell us what you need to do. And that was amazing. I've never heard that before. I honestly never heard that before in a job. And it was really, really powerful. And they quite meant it. It wasn't just, trying to get us on their side. It was quite, they meant it. So yes, I highly suggest if a Xerox company is hiring in your area and you need a job, put in for it, man. Put in for it, because they will, they'll take care of you. Yeah, Dirk Cork, he's amazing. So I'm interested in seeing how this job goes. Anyways, so yes, Xerox, 2 thumbs up. They're, and I'm not just saying that because they might be watching this video and I really need to rate. No, I'm just kidding. I quite mean it. So. Park amusements before, but the reason I stay outside of being able to look for work, find work elsewhere, is because everyone there is fantastic. Managers are great, makes us feel very appreciated. That's nice. Oh, Ducato, you're so wonderful. Now, Christian, I thought you did work at Costco. No, you don't work at Costco. Apollo Z works at Costco, or worked at Costco. And yes, your members. Yeah, well, you got me my membership for everything. So yeah. That's right. We did. Yeah. So sponsored by Xerox. Well, no kidding, because they're paying the bills now. So it's pretty much, it's kind of like that. When your life is sponsored by whoever you work for because they help you out with the bills. You know. But no, honestly, I don't know so much about their product line, but they've been very kind to me when it's coming to my training, and been trying to do very well. Did very well on my first test. Had to make over a 90%, and I eventually did it, so that was good. Our trainer is very good too. Uh, she's adorable, but she's very, very smart. She's 20 years old, and she acts more adult and business-like than many of the 40 and 50-year-olds that I know. She has a business mindset, runs a very relaxed class but still kind of strict, and she knows her shit. And if she doesn't know it, she's not going to lie to you. She always says, I'll find that out. And then you see her go down and she writes it down. And then the very next day she tells you. She's, yes, she's very, very nice. And, yeah. I actually feel like she's older than me because of the way that she acts. She's very adult in her head. And I'm sure that out of class, she's very laid back and stuff. I mean, she plays Call of Duty, for crying out loud. So she's got to be, some sort of good. But she's pretty amazing. She's really great, and I learn a lot from her. And once again, if we don't know something, we're constantly asking questions so that we can know how to pass the tests. So yeah. Don't worry, Anthony. I was laughing at this topic on Twitter. Tweet your teenage self. Tweet your teenage self. If I could tweet my teenage self, I would tell my teenage self. What would I tell my teenage self? I might tell him, well, that's just sappy. I'm not going to. Of course, what I think of is going to be sappy. Yeah, I'd tell him, don't worry. Things you do in high school don't matter. The people that tease you in elementary school, in junior high, and in high school, that'll all go away. That'll all go away. And what you need to concentrate on is just doing something that you love for the rest of your life. And you'll eventually do it. That's more like a letter. What would I tweet my younger self? You'll have friends around the world. You'll be known in Germany and Sweden. And you'll have friends around the world. Yeah, I think that's what I would tweet my younger self. Your teenage self. In fact, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to copy that, and then I'll go to my teenage self. All right, hold on. There we go. And tweeted. There we go. Okay. Video production teachers. Video production teachers would be very interesting. Also, Christian, I'm going to send you a couple of links. I'm going to send them to you privately, so hold on, guys. Okay, that one and that one. Alrighty. So, let me get to my... Christian, Skype me real quick because we haven't talked on Skype for some. No, wait. I'm good. K Hopper. Why did I not remember K Hopper? Okay. Anyways, I just Skyped you something, so hey, you know what? There you go. Oh, she's got a new iPad toy. Will all pay off wonderfully in the end. We didn't have a Twitter. That's true. Tweet your teenage self. Video games will become part of your living. Wow, that would have been something to tell my teenage self. Silk screening apps. Well, and we didn't have internet when I was a teenager, because I was a teenager in the 80s. Yeah. Think I have extra when I really should be saving it to pay off debt. Christian, I absolutely know what you mean. That's the biggest money pit for you? Well, if it hadn't been for the Indiegogo thing, I wouldn't have been able to afford all these costumes, wonderful costumes that I got from Featherweight. Featherweight's just been amazing for this project. So I just hate that I lost so much time off of that one guy a year ago and earlier this year. But you know what? You move on. You make things happen. And that's the thing. Oh, thank you. A fan sent it to me, actually. It's one of the limited edition shirts or something, or one of the shirts that never came out in America or something. I got this, and he was very kind enough to send me the a Doctor Who Wiimote that's shaped like the Doctor Who's sonic screwdriver. Oh, you think Dustin did? Well, the dude, he actually asks me, comes back and says, "Oh, I'd like to do work for you again." I'm like, "I'll give you one more chance." And then he totally flaked on me. "Well, I thought I canceled that." The fuck is wrong with you? No, you know what? Don't you worry about it. We're like I said, you move on. You know what? You just move on. And that's just what you do. So I'm working on the second rider's helmet right now. The problem is that I'm trying to figure out how to make it lighter. Because the problem is that, and I'm only showing you the back because I don't want to show you the front, because I don't want to give away what it'll look like. But I need to make this smooth, and that's the problem. How I start the helmet is the same way that I started the Famicom Rider helmet. Is I used, let me move this back here so I'm not holding this the entire time. I used a paper craft template that someone kindly made for me. And I put it together to make the shell. And then I took strips of paper mache, about yay long or yay long. And I got a bowl of water and I just paper mache. This is about 2 to 3 layers of paper mache right here. So you can see where the angles are for the paper craft, right? Because it's not a round dome. So I've got it shaped to where I need it to be. I'm trying to hide things. You can see the jaw line right there, where it cuts in for the jaw line. And this is where I need to cut it, actually. So I need to make this smooth. I need to make this round. Now, on the Famicom Rider helmet, you had a couple of layers to make it kind of bug-like, right? Kind of like carapace. This is going to be smooth. The bug layers are actually going to be on the front. But I need to make this. So that's it's actually disappeared off the net. Wow. I did not know that. I've still got the template, so I can put it up at any time. I was thinking, so I need something to make this smooth. Liquid latex. I don't know. See, that's the problem. If I put it on, I might still get these ridges, and I don't want to have these ridges. So I'm thinking of a thing called cloud clay that I got several months ago and I just haven't used. And it's a clay that hardens in the air. I'll let the clay dry overnight. And it's super light, but I'm not sure how it'll work. Liquid latex is a bit too expensive. Yeah, so, because with the other one, it was craft foam. But the problem is that with this, I can't bend craft foam like I want it to be. And it's got to be seamless. That's another problem. It's got to be seamless. Really fine sanding. The problem is that I have these little divots that come up around because of the paper craft. Because it's done in polygons. You've got a square here, 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 square here, square here, square. And where they join, you get a kind of a little point. So I can't really sand down that point without making a hole. You can't use it in humid environments. Oh, well, we're filming everything here in Colorado, so have you tried asking the RPF? Craft your fandom. What is the RPF? Bop fun. I'm at their website. Is it just a forum? And that's the thing. I haven't gone to many forums. So replica prop forums. No, I haven't tried going there, Bop Fun. You know, I've just pulled it up. I'm going to keep it up after this. Even Adam Savage uses it. Really pedantic freegans. Warbler, if you're not sure if it will work for me. Well, once again, I'm trying to make this on the cheap because it's got to be not too heavy, and it's got to be durable enough so that it won't be damaged. Prop people are the best type of. Well, you know what? I might just have to use them, Bob Fun. That's a good idea. So I'll just suggest I'll go to them. Warbler, and I'll pull up Warbler here as well. Oh, that's beautiful. Thermoplastic plate and modeling material. I will definitely look into that. That looks yeah. Rider helmet, the second rider's helmet. Once again, the helmet that I'm keeping facing me so that you don't see what it looks like. It's got to be light. It's got to be light. I'm making the eyes when I get this shell done because I want it to be so that the eyes fit perfectly inside of the area that I have. So, now fiberglass, see, that's the thing. I don't know how to use fiberglass. We're about $80. Well, once again, if you can do it, you can do it. You know, you can't. A great Jaggy puppet, oh, that'd be great. A great Jaggy costume would be awesome. One that you can fit inside, and when you walk, its legs go like that. So your feet would be inside of its feet, and you'd wear like black spandex or gray spandex leggings, and its leg would go back, and similar to, yeah. Yeah, and that's the thing. Vacuforming this would be tough. And that's why I actually wanted somebody else to help me out with it. But unfortunately, they flaked out on me. So, as we talked about, because I was like, because I don't know how to do it. If somebody else can make it for me, I'll be happy to pay them. But they just didn't. They didn't pan out. So to work with, but the results are durable and lightweight. You know, and the Norse Crow, if I can make this in a specific way, then I will. Like I said, this is how I started the Famicom and Rider helmets, both of them. And I was hoping to do this one the same way, but it's just tougher because the first one was just so heavy. And I don't want this to be that heavy. Yeah. Because with that one I actually put fiberglass, or not fiberglass, paper mache pulp on, smoothed it as much as I could, and then sanded the hell out of it. And it's still not smooth. And it was heavier than all get out. So, yeah, I'm not pleased with it. The second one, craft foam, and it was perfect. It hasn't broken. It holds its shape. It's lightweight. It's really, really fantastic. And this one, I just need to try and figure out how to make it work well. This one's actually going to be even electronic. It's going to have electronics in it. Because the second rider's got to be better than the first rider, right? I mean, it's totally got to be. Oh, 3D printing would be awesome, but I cannot do that with. This is too big for a 3D printer. I wish it weren't. But yeah, like Meteor, yeah. This is going to be Famicom and Writer's Meteor. But yeah, so I'm getting there. We're going to make this work. It's going to be fun. Probably wouldn't be durable enough for fight scenes. I don't know, Christian. If you got it the right thickness, and then just sand the hell out of it, it totally would be viable. But the problem is the cost. 3D printing, like you said, is very expensive. It'd be worth it. If I had a big budget movie or something, I'd send that. Hell yeah, I'd send that to the 3D printer. Get it done, maybe 1/4 inch. And even in parts, you can glue the parts together, just epoxy them together, and then just sand the hell out of it. Really? I did not know that. Well, and if I could get it molded, if I could have somebody like take the time to do a month to mold the helmet, I'd totally do it. But I have no. I've spent all the monies from the one thing from the Indiegogo on what I've got with the costumes and everything. So. Oh, we've already got the scripts and everything, Breakmans. It'll be a great show. It'll be a great show when it comes out, and I'm not saying if. When it comes out, it'll be a great show. Christian helped me out with the scripts. I had so many script writers, and we all went over them. I'm pleased with the scripts. I know that a lot of people have said, take this time to look through the scripts again and make sure that they are what you want. Well, I've looked through them all again, and they're all perfect. They're all what I want. So yeah, it's vacuum formed the hell out of one molded shape. That's what I did for the Famicom and Writer eyes. I took a shape and I vacuum formed it. I have a little vacuum former that we bought when I was building the Dalek. That's still not finished. But when we were making the Dalek bumps, we got a shape and we put stuff into it to make a mold and pulled it out, and then we put it onto this vacuum former and we just made it and just did it 50 times. And so I've got 50 Dalek bumps out there to go with my Dalek skirt and stuff. But and then for this, I just took the same thing, did a Sculpey shape. And I did a Sculpey shape, and that's how I formed the two eyes. And it works. It works just fine. So for your demo reel. No, I didn't know. I know that you wanted me to send that stuff, but I didn't know that you actually did use it. I thought you sent me your demo reel link. Maybe I did remember it. You know me, Christian. My memories. My brain's like a sieve. I don't remember things from yesterday. I am too, Miss Not Young. And you know what? We still need an actress. So if you ever find yourself with time to come out to Colorado,